This is one of the animals that Dolly cloned to rather, well, intriguing results. Thus was produced the world's first and only fully elastic dog. I named her Angstrom. You know, come to think of it, it reminds me of this toy from the 80s. Stretch something. Ah, you've moved on to a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible. This is the Gravid-Wolfram dimension, or Heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the Fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier. Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful. I'd help you, but I've honestly forgotten which dolly is hooked up to which power converter. He's a bit on the shy side. Give him some time to get used to you. Some dimensions are tightly bound together, like the one we're in right now, and also the fluffy and heavy dimensions. That red battery will provide enough energy to enable the IDS device to widen the heavy dimension rifts in this area. It appears this dolly got stuck on an infinite loop. How unfortunate. There seems to be a large expanse of piles and pits filled with various random objects. No, not where you are. Here, in this confounded place. Are those hard candies? They're a little fuzzy. Ugh. With the increased density and higher melting points of items in heavy dimension, quadrangle laser beams are rendered rather ineffectual. I came across Ike some time ago, and he decided to follow me back to the manor. I believe Ike stole these and hid them at one point. He's rather fond of shiny objects. Not half bad. This was once the family cat, Lord Widget Pompadour Fluffington IV, or Widget the First. He somehow wound up in one of the dolly cloning control units. I specifically constructed his monocle to fit him. Who knew it would be so impossible to find a cat-sized monocle? Preposterous. Sadly, Widget the First has since passed on, but his memory is alive. Somewhat. So I want to clarify that Dolly is great for cloning inanimate objects, but she's not entirely capable with organic ones. This is Widget's first-generation clone. We named this one Colonel Fluffy McScratchers, or Widget the Second. Widget the Second is still mostly together and functional as a cat, but just a little wall-eyed. I just had to pass Widget the Second through Dolly again. I just couldn't resist. Definitely learned my lesson with this one. Technically, his name is Widget the Third, though he often responds to derp. I often find him walking around in circles while staring at his feet. Very friendly, but possesses the intelligence of a sack of rocks. Note that if you disrupt the blue beam, it should deactivate something. Apparently, this unit needs a little bit of work. I'm not entirely sure how many BEDs of radiation that emits. Hope you're not looking at untoward. So, don't tell Ike, but that painting nerves me. He looks like he has the head of a bat on a teddy bear with eyes that sear my soul. I keep wanting to take it down, but he won't let me. This place is truly fascinating. That, combined with the fact that I have no clue how I was transported here, is certainly puzzling. It's mostly dark. Well, maybe not dark. Sort of twilight. So cozy over there. I find the number 3 to be a very satisfying number. It's a Heegner number, and the proper amount of scoops on an ice cream cone. Well, I could have done it better myself. Not bad, though. You may remember some of my past inventions from previous trips. This is my ice gun, Freezy Ray Vaughn. Oh, I really wish I wouldn't do that. This is a compression platform which uses photoelectric energy to function. Like a spring, the energy pulses below the platform excite the molecules in the air, stimulating an elastic structural rigidity. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? Stabilizing the isotopes. I was wondering where Ike put that. Careful.